former hospital staff member is behind bars after he allegedly installed a recording device in a bathroom. On the 4th of October, a worker at Sugar Land Methodist Hospital in Texas discovered a recording device in an employee-only bathroom within the facility. Upon further investigation, the authorities reportedly identified Ben Joseph Aquina as a suspect. Ben was arrested and charged with invasive visual recording, and he's held at the Fort Bend County Jail on a $25,000 bond. Sugar Land Methodist Hospital has since announced that he's been terminated from his position. The authorities said the investigation is ongoing and further charges are possible. A 44-year-old man is behind bars after murdering a 51-year-old mother and leaving her dismembered body in a duffel bag. On Wednesday, the 2nd of November, David Benola pled guilty to first-degree manslaughter for the death of Ursula Gale. As part of the plea deal, he'll be sentenced to 25 years in prison, plus 5 years of supervised release. At around 12:20 a.m. on the 16th of April, Ursula had spent the night out with friends in Manhattan, and then stopped at a local bar before she returned home in Junior Street in Forest Hills, New York. David was an air conditioning repairman who occasionally completed work around the house for Ursula, and the two had been having an affair on and off for about 2 years. He entered Ursula's residence about 10 minutes after she got home. The two went down to the basement of the home, where they got into a heated argument over ending their relationship. Upset, David grabbed a knife and slashed Ursula's throat, and fatally stabbed her 58 times on her upper body, including her torso, arms and neck. Afterwards, he dismembered her and stuffed her body into a hockey duffel bag, which belonged to one of her sons. He then sent a text message to Ursula's husband Howard Klein, which read, "Your whole family's next." Ursula's husband and a 17-year-old son were reportedly out of town when she was killed, but a 13-year-old son was home upstairs, insulated from the noise. Hours later, at around 4:15 a.m, David's captured on a neighbour's security video surveillance footage wheeling a hockey duffel bag down the street. The bag, containing Ursula's remains, was reported to police at around 8:11 a.m. after a man walking his dog spotted the suspicious duffel bag with blood on it near the corner of Metropolitan Avenue and Jackie Robinson Parkway. The police arrived and discovered Ursula's remains inside the bag. Police were able to follow the trail of blood from the bag to the crime scene, about half a mile away to Ursula's residence. During their subsequent investigation, the police recovered David's jacket at Forest Park, and the murder weapon was found hidden inside Ursula's home. Days later, David offered to speak to police, and during questioning he made incriminating statements. He revealed that sometime on Saturday he went to a New York hospital for cuts to his hands, and admitted to arguing with Ursula, and confessed to stabbing her and moving her body. David was initially indicted on 13 counts, including second-degree murder, burglary, concealment of a human corpse and more. District Attorney Melinda Katz said, "This heinous killing devastated an entire family, left 2 boys without a mother, and horrified the surrounding community. I want to thank my prosecutors for their exhaustive efforts in securing this plea. In pleading guilty, the defendant has accepted responsibility and is being held fully accountable for his criminal actions. We express our sincerest condolences to the victim's family and hope that today's plea will help them to begin to heal," she said. Sentencing is scheduled for the 16th of November. On the 1st of November 2022, 57-year-old Pamela Shelton was sentenced to life in prison for the death of a 2-year-old step-granddaughter after pleading guilty to murder and aggravated child abuse. The incident occurred in July of 2017 when Pamela inflicted extensive head injuries on the toddler after violently shaking her and slamming her head against a hard surface, resulting in her death. The victim's mother, Quenisha Rules, told the authorities that she dropped her daughter Rosalie off at her father's home in Wetumpka, Alabama for a few days. Upon returning to collect her daughter, Quenisha received a call that Rosalie had suffered a seizure and that she'd been rushed to the Children's Hospital of Birmingham, where she later died. Elmore County District Attorney C.J. Robinson said that investigators believe that Pamela did it out of pent-up frustration. C.J. said that during her sentencing, Pamela showed no signs of remorse, nor accepted any responsibility for her actions. "Evil is real. What Pamela did to this child is evil," he said. "Nothing can bring this child back to life. However, we can find comfort that this case comes to an end with the child killer going to prison for life." The case previously resulted in a mistrial in 2019 due to a procedural violation. A subsequent trial was put on hold again after Pamela's daughter Marshetta, who was at home at the time of Rosalie's death, failed to show up to court as a key witness. A woman accused of shoplifting and a grocery store security guard are both dead after exchanging gunfire in the store's lobby. The incident occurred at around 10:25 a.m. on the 4th of November, when a woman was allegedly trying to steal from a giant grocery store in Oxland, Maryland, when she was confronted by a male security guard. The guard gave the woman multiple orders to return the items, and the woman began to fight him. She then allegedly reached into a backpack, pulled out a handgun and shot the guard. The guard then returned fire and struck the woman. The guard died at the scene. The woman was rushed to a local hospital in a critical condition, but died shortly thereafter. Witnesses reported hearing multiple gunshots. The guard and alleged shoplifter have not been publicly identified until the next of kin are notified. The grocery store is just steps away from a police station. No one else was injured during the ordeal. The investigation into the matter continues.